What's up everyone, Vitaly here, and in this video I want to talk to you about pin publications and how many you should be publishing every day to get results in Pinterest. Now there's really no golden number, it really depends on who you ask, but the main theme of this video is less is more. So I recommend doing at least 2 pin publications a day to every single board that you have, or however many boards you're trying to build up. So for me personally, for example, I'm gonna publish 20 pins in a day usually on my Pinterest account, 2 of which are going to go to a different board. So that's 10 different boards, 2 pins for each, 20 pins total. That way I have a wide spread of pin publications, and I really have seen results come through with this. And I think one of the reasons why is because of what I'm explaining to you right now. So if I look at my stats over here when it comes to analytics in the last 60 days, you'll see that if I scroll down over here and I put this on outbound clicks, my outbound clicks, I started around maybe the beginning of January or something, or maybe a little bit like end of December, and I started seeing more and more outbound clicks come in. And I think one of the reasons why is what I'm explaining to you right now. Less pin publications per board a day seems to be a very important factor, and I'm not the only person that believes that. I used to publish pins like 10 to 15 a day per board, but I did not see the best kinds of results with that, and I've really been doing less is more. And here's actually the way that I do it, and I'll give you a good analogy to explain why I believe this is very important for Pinterest SEO. So this is a page where I have scheduled pins to be published at a later day and time on Pinterest. And for example, if I do the top one right here, Finger Lakes, you'll notice that this one is going to be set to publish tomorrow on the 15th at 12 a.m. And if I scroll down, look at that, there's another one at 12 p.m. So I published 2 pins 12 hours apart. Now, there's no more pins for, in this case, Finger Lakes being published on this day. But the next day, guess what? Another 2 pins are going to be published for Finger Lakes. One at 12 a.m., same time as before, and one for 12 p.m. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I finish populating the board for, in this case, Finger Lakes. And I usually have at least 20 pins per board. Now, if I go to the next one, which is Banff after that, I'm going to scroll up over here. The one after Finger Lakes is going to be Banff. Now, it's going to be published on 12:30 a.m. tomorrow. And guess what? 12 hours after that, another Banff pin is going to be published. And the same thing is going to happen for the next subsequent days. And that's 2 different boards. And obviously, as I go down this list, it's going to be more and more and more boards. And that's going to be basically 20 pins per day being published to 10 different boards. I really think of this as like a garden that you have. And with the garden, let's say you have different plants around the garden. You want to water all of them by a little bit. You don't want to overwater them because then they'll die. But if you water them little by little, they will all kind of flourish together. That's really the analogy that I see when it comes to Pinterest. I used to just kind of crank out 10 to 15 pins per board, and then I'd just go move to the next topic, create the next board, publish 10 to 15 there, and I really wasn't getting the best results with that kind of stuff. Once I started being more spread across the garden, if you will, that's when I started seeing these results. Now, again, these results that I see coming in here are not just because of this approach to publishing Pinterest pins. There's other things. I've been way more optimized about SEO. I've been more with the pins that I publish, to the blog posts that they're all linking to. So things of that sort really add up. But the publication of pins, 2 a day, I really believe is a good sweet spot to aim for. There's even people out there that recommend publishing 1 a day per board, which honestly I'm totally fine with as well. Really, less is more when it comes to that. And that's really the main thesis of this particular video. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. But as usual, I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.